Right, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Sim, and I would like to welcome every single more sport fan for a brand new race, a brand new day of racing, if you can call it like that, from the Mess Online Racing League. And today we're going to be at Indianapolis Road Course. 12 drivers on the grid, reversed grid from last results. If I can remind you, it was the Messes that won last week's race at Long Beach. And the championship standings are reversed. And if I can find them, I will let you know what the grid will look like for today's session, as we're about to start a formation lap today. Today's formation lap around Long Beach is about to start. So there we go, I found the video from last week, and let me tell you what the grid should look like. So the championship looks like this. Nemes is racing leading the way with Niblu in second and Shaz in P3 after Shaz having a really unlucky incident near the end of the race after the game spun him round. Oldrum in P4, Murchingallo, I think that's his name anyway, in P5 in the driver standings. Mark in P6, Ketchy P7, Bima Black P8. Ragno, after this point in the race, will be starting in from P9 today in the standings. And Kevin, I think that is, will be in P10 in the driver standings. I'm not sure if I can see the rest. Yeah, I can't really see it. But yeah, that's what the driver standings looks like for the top 10 at least. So we should see the Messes at the very back, with Niblu being second, Shaza. Well, sorry, the Messes will be 12th, Niblu 11th, Shaza will be 10th, Oldrum 9th, Bushingalo 8th. So we're waiting for the Messes to give out his grid slot, that's it. And JFD will be on pole position. He'll be on pole position today. A lot of work has to be done by the drivers who will be starting from the end of the grid. And here we go, the last two drivers are about to go on to the main straight, I think. Oh, actually, that's what I forgot to do. Map, there we go. Yep, so they're through the penultimate corner going into the final bend. And there we go. For the final bend it goes. The cars accelerate and we are racing here at the Mess Online Racing League. And so far Ragnar is in P3. We'll watch him as he looks really promising so far in this race already. He is one of my contestants to win today's race. And look at this, Mark having a really good run on Bima Black. He'll take him into the slipstream. Oh, as there's someone spinning around. I'm not sure who that exactly is, but who was that? Who was that spun? I'm not sure, but I think it was Jacopo that ran wide, and now Mark will be on his tail going into the final chicanes. And oh, that's Mark round. Not that good for him. Oh, and Shaza getting pushed off wide by Jacopo, I believe it was. Not exactly sure there. We'll have to check that back, as Ragnar is down into P4. So something must have happened to Ragnar. He must have made a mistake and lost the position. As Mark is at the very back, he is just he crossed line a few seconds ago, and Jacopo goes wide once again, and the Messes is right side by side with him down the long straight, the second back straight, and up the inside he will go, but Jacopo shuts the door just on time and doesn't let the Messes through. But the Messes on a switch back as Jacopo goes wide, and that's the Messes picking up a position, and Niblo goes through. Niblo goes through due to a mistake from Jacopo, and the Shazo is through as well. So there we go, lost multiple places to within one corner. As GFD is pulling the 2.5 second gap actually already, as we're 5 minutes near enough into the race. And Niblo is in the pits. Niblo pulls into the pits, and he will want to try and maybe go for the hardest tire to try and last him to the end of the race. That's my predictions as we're on the board with the championship leader just now, who is the Messes. He still has a lot of work to do. He has 25 minutes, sorry, to get himself back into P1. 6 seconds up the road. Slipstream closing in, but not enough as Murchingallo goes a bit wide, but the Messes lets him back through. Knows that he can go for the move. Yes, here we go. The Messes on the attack, gets the move. Beautiful move from the Messes to take P7. A really good move that was. I really like that. Clean. Wait for the opportunity, and oh my goodness, Oldrum goes wide and makes contact with the Messes. Thank God, no major collision, and they haven't both fallen round, so they keep going. They're still P6 and P7, and they will keep on going without thinking that that happened. As the Messes tries to go for the inside, he fakes it, attempts to put Oldrum into pressure and force him into an unfortunate mistake, but Drome holds his ground as the Messes looks for the inside, makes a tiny bit of contact with Oldrum as they're going side by side. This is not going to end well. Where's Oldrum? I can't see him. Oh my goodness me, what is this? They're up side by side. Ooh, Murchingallo, they're really close, nearly getting taken out by the Messes, but once again up the inside. And easy peasy P6, thank you very much, mister. I'll take that happily and I'll move on. The Messes P6 and Murchingallo takes a place from Oldrum as he goes a bit wide, makes a mistake and loses a position. Being Black has some sort of an issue as he's going really slow, but he will try and recover as the Messes is now in P6. So just 3 seconds up the road is Being Black, pretty big gap. But he has to stay with it and try and make it up. 2.9 now it is now. Keeps increasing. 3.2. But yeah, the gap is really increasing in the corners. Not as much on the straights. The gap. The mess is taken out. Solid near enough 1 second out of Being Black within a lap. And up the inside he goes off, and Altanovic round the outside tries to make it stick into the final corner and gets in easily. Beautiful move from Being Black for P4 in the race. Beautiful move. That was a beautiful move from being black, as the Nemesis is not too far away now, as we have a side-by-side action between Oldrum and Murdoch. Have the inside Murchingalo and gets it. Not too hard for him. That was move on a plate for him. As there we go, the battle for P4. And the West has a fairly big job to do, as he is yet to pit. 21 minutes of the racing left. And he needs his ground to remain at the top of the championship. He keeps closed in, so he might have a look down the main straight, but Aneltanovic has increased the gap from 2/10 to 6/10. We'll have the slipstream, and the gap increases from the Messes. But nothing can be done yet. Oldrum pulls into the pits, and he'll drop down to P10. The question is, will he drop down to P11 and 12? As the Messes aggressively up the inside of Aneltanovic, but gets the move done without any contact made. And what can I say? Aggressively, but fair and beautiful. A really good move. That was really fancy to go for it, but he went for it. Got it done. Not that aggressive, not that hard it looked like. Just saw the gap, went for it, got it done. Fair enough. And Oldrum will in fact drop few positions. Oh, Nemesis makes a mistake and has to take the escape route. Oh no, he's actually into the pits, never mind. I thought he made a mistake. Duh. And now we will see him dropping down, but does he have a big enough gap to the cars behind? Jacoto is in the pits as well. And he's coming out now. The guys behind are through sector 2 now. Will they jump the Messes? That is the bigger question, as we're going to look at the battle. Oh, wrong way. For P3, Ragno. For P2, sorry, Ragno is attacking Ketchi. I actually didn't realize Ketchi is all the way up in P2. Nice one. But yeah, Ketchi is in P2. He's pushing. And he wants... Ragnar really wants that position. He really wants it. As Ragnar makes a mistake, goes in the grass, and yeah, no good for him. And into the pits he goes. Several cars are going into the pits now. Ketchi and GFD is staying out. The two cars that have stayed out. Murchingalo has kept on going with 18 minutes on the clock remaining. 18 minutes. Nice. And Ketchi is involved into the fight for the win for provisional lead. Fastest sector 3, Niblo. Niblo looks to be keep on going. No, he's actually going around the outside as GFD parks him on the apex, and Ketchi runs into him, and Ketchi is in the pits. So really odd maneuver that was from GFD. Not sure what that was. But yeah, Ketchi really had nowhere to go with that. He was mainly a victim in that incident. As we can go back for Bal for near enough P8 four-way battle. Mess is leading the train from Oldrom, from Beamer Black, from Anil Tanovic, and I've had Ragnar and Shaza are near enough battle now themselves. Val really aggressive at driving from there actually. Really closing the door on people, which is what we want to see in more sport. But now look at this. Oldrom round the outside of the final corner. This will be a drag race. Not drag race. Down the main straight, Oldrom moves. Val fakes to the inside, moves to the outside, can't get the move done as... Oh, what happened there? And the message pushes Oldrom wide. Oldrom will not like that whatsoever. He will not like that. Oh, and look at this! Alan Sanovich comes out of nowhere, gets a move down on Beamer Black. He must have not been expecting that as Beamer goes wide! Doesn't go on the grass though, like Oldrom did. Oldrom really having issues just now, as Anil Tanovic will try and make the move for P9. He's real on the charge just now, with 14 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock remaining. Slipstream for Tanovic. Outside for turn 1. Will have worked out for him. Tries it on the switchback and doesn't get it. Stays in P10. Switches to the inside. Tries it now. Makes a bit of contact with Oldrom, but gets him moved down. And oh my goodness me, Beamer Black and Oldrom nearly colliding together. Going into the fast section as Oldrom is round. Oldrom is round. Something definitely happened to him. I think he might have got spun out, which is really unfortunate for him. He just has no luck into this race whatsoever. And JFD has a time penalty for track limits. There we go. Unable to take the lead of the race as Marcin gallopates. So there we go, we have a change of leaders in this race. Niblo now leads the way with just over 13 minutes on the clock. Jacopo goes over the curbings, but Marcinghello gets a time penalty for track limits. Wonder how Jacopo didn't get one there. That was a definite cut, but game thinks otherwise. Okay then. And the battle for P7 continues as the message leads the way. Anil Tanovic in P8 and Beamer Black is in P9. That is battle for P7. Does have a battle for P2 up ahead. We can see on the minimap. Shaza, Kechi, Ragnar, Basel now. So we have two contenders for the lead of the championship. Niblo is in P1, so he most likely to lead the way in the championship, I believe. Yeah, I think he will be leading the championship after this race if it stays like this. Oh, something happened to Kachi. Something happened to Kachi. We missed that. Oh no, something happened to him. He's down in P6. The mess is right behind him. He'll be looking hungry for that P6. That's extra points for him in the championship. I'll have 10.5 minutes of racing left. This is USA Grand Prix at Indianapolis Road Course. Stanovich in the meantime calls up to Nemesis. 2:10 is the gap between the two cars. So, Val once again has to do some defending that he has to think about. Oh, contact between Alan Stanovich and Nemesis. Nemesis gets shoved in the rear end of the car, and now Anil has a way better run. Way better run. Will go to the side of Nemesis and get them done easily. Val tries it around the outside, he tries to keep the position, he wants to fight for it, and he gets it! He keeps the position, he keeps P7. Amazing defending from Val. Amazing defending from him. And in the meantime, Niblu increases his lead in the lead of the race, and most likely to take the lead of the driver's standings, sorry, the driver's championship, after the victory here at Indianapolis. As I do believe he got P2 last time, if my memory is correct. Val moves off the racing line, lets Anil Stanovich on the outside divorce line going into turn 1. Val tries to defend the position and he defends it well. Still remains in P6, not for long though. Could it be Anil Stanovich? No, he doesn't find it. He doesn't find it. He's off! He's off! He's off in the gravel! And that is disastrous moment for him, as he's now down in P12. He's all the way down in last. Oh, he was looking so good in this race, and now it's all over him. As I'm being a Blackwell trying to fight for that 6th place. Let's be honest, everyone wants additional points in the driver standings, and P6 will give him more points than P7. Messes once again moves off the racing line to try and defend the inside line going to turn 1. He moves to the middle of the track and defends the position well. So Nemesis really knows how to keep keep the racing line to himself. Nebulous is a fast lap of the race of 1:12.980, setting the pace really nicely and proving that he deserves the race win today. A little mistake from Beamer going a bit too deep into sector 3 and lose some time to Val. Less than 6 cents. Slipstream. Can he get him? Mark is behind as well. But no. Val clearly ahead on track. No chance will be awarded here, and Val will just stay to P6. Thank you very much. She was like, thank you very much, I'll just keep P6. I don't want any dive bombs, thank you very much. I just want to keep my position. And that's exactly what he does. He keeps his position, keeps the ground, and look at this now. Val could be in trouble as Beamer Black forced him to a mistake. Not such a major one though, but Val loses 3 times there, and once again gets the Beamer Black guy running his tail. Pushing to the outside, Val on the inside, wants to keep the better line, and oh my goodness me, Beamer Black ran wide and Mark got past. Beamer Black tries to go once again up the inside into the penultimate corner, but makes contact. Mark is now up ahead on track, and this should be a slipstream fast for Beamer Black, but no. Beamer Black is still behind us. Oh, Mark has a look on the message, but doesn't get it. He doesn't get it yet. Val really finds himself defending his life off. He is defending for his life just now. He is fighting for that P6. 4 minutes on the clock. A Mark right on the tail of Beamer Black. They will try and go side by side, but really close. Mark on the inside, a bit of contact made between the two drivers. Beamer Black gets the ground on the outside, has better out traction, and keeps the position to himself, as I think I've been shouting into the microphone for the past 10 minutes. I just realised that. Sorry to everyone who's watching this if I have. And we can see that Mark, Beamer Black and Val are starting to spread over the track. Nebulous set the fastest sector 2 at 24.5. Kaneki set the fastest lap of the race. He says the fastest sector 3 but not the fastest sector 1. Does not get the fastest lap of the race. 24.588 and 26.373. But does not get the fastest lap of the race, which is really unfortunate for him, as he has the pace. He really does have the pace to set a new fastest lap of the race. As Sketchy and Murchingallo battle now for P4, that is. And look at this, Sketchy up the inside pushes Murchingallo And the bit of contact made. Martingale lose the players due to it. Questionable, but I have to go with it. Being Black still is trying to find a way to get past his rival in the Mess Racing in this race. He just can't find any way to try and just go for it. As we have just 1 minute and 5 seconds on the clock remaining for this race to end. So I'm not sure what that was, but okay. Well, moves, breaks the slipstream and keeps ahead. He keeps ahead so far as Being Black breaks himself a tiny bit, and he will lose even more time now. This is actually the closest battle we have on track. Mark is... oh, something happened to Mark. He just dropped a few tens there. He went really slowly. Ragnar and Shazar battle now for P2, as this is... never mind, we have another lap to go. Six cents. There's a gap. Oh, look at this. Ragnar really close to Shazza. He will try to go for the inside. Has IndyCar and has to stay behind. The tires must be falling off now for him. He will try and use the slipstream, but Shazza looks to have better straight line speed. And look at this. Ragnar tries to go up the inside, but doesn't make any contact, which is good. That's what we want to see in racing. And he stays behind. He really wants to try and get that P2. He is feeling it. He feels P2 in his hands, but he just can't get it. He just can't get it. Shazza is still ahead. Race complete. Being Black around the outside. Oh my goodness me. Being Black in the messes. Battling out for P6. Being Black really close to the messes. 4 tenths separates the two cars. Shazza gets P2, Ragnar gets P3. The messes is still defending for P4. This is mental rate on the final lap of the race. Most of the race, those three had been racing against each other after their pit stops. And look at this. The messes has a poor run. It's going to go. Oh my goodness me! It's going up to the line. He will get it. It's Being Black. No, wait. What? Who is it? Who got it? Who got it? We're about to find out, but what? That was a photo finish. And the messes just got it. 5 thousandths of a second separated the two drivers. This is crazy stuff. That was absolutely crazy. But yet Niblu takes a comfortable win. 17.3 seconds ahead of P2. Okay. Shazza finishes P2. Ragnar runs up the top 3. Ketchy finishes in P4, Marching Lago Motion Lago finishes in P5. The Messes Racing snatches P6 from Being Black by 5 thousandths of a second. Jesus Christ, that was so close between them. Mark finishes in P8, GFD finishes P9, and Jacopo finishes P11, and Final Tanovic finishing last after being right beside Val, but stuff happened and it just didn't work his way today. But yeah, there we go. Indianapolis. Congrats to the podiums, congrats to Nibel, I think it was, that won this race. I've been Mr. Sim, I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you next week, same place, same time. Have a good day, and goodbye everyone. Goodbye.